joined now by a man who made you dance with Fall Out Boy, and now with a solo album, he's going to make you dance. It's Patrick Stump. How you doing, my friend? You and I have been friends for a while, and in fact, I met you when you were 11 years old, I just found out.
Yes, yeah, it was at a festival, like I think it was Q101 Festival in Chicago.
Okay.
And I literally walked into you. And I did the thing that you think is a good idea when you're not in a band, and then when you end up in a band, you're like, oh, that's a terrible thing to say to somebody in a band. You know, I was like, oh, hey, Blink-182, what's up, man? And you're like, oh, you know, what'd you think of the show? I was like, oh, it was great. You didn't play M&M's, though. And you're like, yeah. Have a good one. Yeah. And now I'm like, oh man, I hate when people say that. When it's like, oh yeah, the show was good. You didn't play that song I wanted.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
played that one song I really liked.
Yeah, the rest of it was okay, but I was really expecting this thing that
Did
you
I
didn't
punch
do.
you at all? Because that's my normal standard with kids.
You did, and
okay, good.
But I was resilient.
Nice.
You know.
I want to talk about your new album. It's called Soul Punk. Soul and punk are two very, very different styles of music. Why did you want to call the album that, and why did you want to combine those styles?
I kind of felt like whenever I would talk about R&B with my punk rock friends, they would kind of like, yeah, whatever. Mm-hmm. And whenever I talk about punk rock with my R&B friends, they'd be like, yeah, whatever. So that was kind of like me putting a stake somewhere and being like, I don't know if I belong anywhere, but I belong on this record. So
yeah. Your video for Spotlight features people doing incredible tricks. So what's your special talent? What's your hidden talent?
I don't have any hidden talents. All of my talents are things I do because I suck at everything else. Like, you know, I play music, I do some impressions once in a while.
Do you want to do impressions? It's a talk show thing to do, for me to say, oh, you got any impressions?
There's a talk show, yeah, right? I'm from Chicago, so I have Harry Carey. I have both Will Ferrell's Harry Carey and the actual Harry Carey. The difference being, there's the Will Ferrell, hi, everyone knows the moon's not made out of cheese, but if it was, would you eat it? I know I would. And I remember Harry Carey when I was a little kid, and he would say really weird non sequitur stuff, and I might be reimagining what he actually said, but I remember something along these lines where he was like,
and Sandberg with a fly ball to second base. Did you know that Sandberg spelled backwards is dropping ass? Well, it is.
So. Very nicely done. Give it up for Patrick Stump, everybody. Nice impressions. Your music is very dancey. Do you like to dance yourself?
I like to dance when I'm playing music. I'm terrible. I'm abysmal at actually dancing.
What's your go-to dance move on stage?
All I have, I still just have that. That's my safest move, and there's all variations of it, but it is all just that. Like,
it's all based around just the right
really
leg shaking.
And then the only actual dance move that I was like, oh, I'm going to learn how to do that is I remember watching that made-for-TV Jackson movie, and I remember watching the little Jacksons learn this thing from the 70s or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I've seen you do that before, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only dance, like...
That was pretty sly right there, though. Yeah. That was pretty dope. I like that.
That's the only dance move that I've ever, actually, hey, I'm going to learn this.
You cite 80s music as a huge influence, so I'd like to put your knowledge of 80s trivia to the test.
All right.
Is that all right?
Yes.
It's time for us to play. Okay, in order to get footloose, it helps if you kick these off.
Sunday shoes.
Sunday shoes, exactly. Nicely played. This 1984 dance hit by Prince, or the artist formerly known as Prince, went to #1, but it has no bass line.
When Doves Cry.
When Doves Cry, correct. According to Musical Youth, what should you pass on the left-hand side?
The Coochie.
The Dutchie.
Oh, it is the Dutchie. But Coochie is the cooking pot that they... Or no, Coochie is the... I got confused, sorry. Dutchie is a cooking pot, and Coochie is supposed to be like vernacular for some wacky tobacco or something. And they
Are you stoned right now?
No, that was the thing, is that so everyone was like, oh, that song's about weed. And they're like, no, it's about serving food with your family.
Patrick, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it.